Did you know that Bangkok is literally sinking a few centimeters every year and the city just keeps building on top of it? Most people think they know Bangkok. Temples, pad thai, full moon parties, but trust me, you do not know the half of it. These are 10 facts that prove Bangkok is the most chaotic, fascinating city on the planet. Fact number 10, the horror museum inside a hospital. Inside a working hospital in Bangkok, there is a museum that most horror movies could not compete with. The Siriraj Medical Museum, also known as the Museum of Death, is open to the public. Inside, you will find real human bodies, preserved organs, skeletal deformities, and crime victims displayed in glass jars. It was built for medical students and doctors, but anyone can walk in. There is no warning at the door, no age restriction. You just buy a ticket and step into a room full of things most people go their entire lives without seeing. You will see the preserved body of a serial killer. You will see parasites pulled from human organs. You will see a collection of skulls with bullet holes, knife wounds, and blunt force trauma. Tourists walk in expecting a quirky attraction and walk out questioning why they thought that was a good idea. It is one of the most intense experiences in Bangkok, and it is sitting inside a place people go to get better. That museum will shock you, but what is happening beneath Bangkok's streets is even more unsettling. Thought that was dark? Number 9 is scarier. Fact number 9, the city that's literally sinking. Bangkok is sinking, not metaphorically, not slowly enough to ignore. The city is physically dropping a few centimeters every single year. The reason is simple. Bangkok was built on swampy, soft ground, and decades of pumping groundwater from beneath the city have made it worse. Large parts of Bangkok are already below sea level. Some neighborhoods have visibly tilted houses, cracked walls, and sidewalks that have been raised multiple times just to keep up with the descent. During monsoon season, entire streets flood knee-deep. Commuters wade through brown water to get to work. Motorbikes push through intersections that look more like rivers than roads. And the wildest part, life just continues. Traffic flies past, sinking buildings like nothing is happening. Street vendors set up shop next to walls that are slowly splitting apart. Nobody panics, nobody moves. Some scientists estimate that parts of Bangkok could be underwater within a few decades if nothing changes. Bangkok is a city that is gradually disappearing into its own ground, and it does not even flinch. Bangkok keeps sinking, but somehow millions of tourists keep coming back. And there is a very specific reason why. Surprised? Number 8 might explain everything. Fact 8, one of the hottest capitals on Earth and one of the most visited. Bangkok has no real cool season. There is hot, hotter, and the kind of heat that makes you say, "Why did I leave the hotel?" The average temperature barely dips below 30 degrees, the humidity is brutal, and your shirt is soaked before you have walked a single block. Step outside at 7 in the morning, and the air already feels like a warm, wet towel pressed against your face. By midday, the pavement radiates heat back at you from below, while the sun hammers you from above. And yet Bangkok is consistently one of the most visited cities in the world. Tens of millions of tourists pour in every year, knowing full well they are going to melt. They come for the food, the temples, the nightlife, and the chaos. The heat does not keep people away. It is almost part of the appeal. Bangkok runs on sweat, energy, and the strange addiction of a city that is overwhelming in the best possible way. Bangkok's energy is addictive. But the next fact proves this city has always been full of surprises, even to itself. And number 7, this one sounds made up. It is not. Fact number 7, 5.5 tons of gold hidden in plain sight. For years, a statue sat inside a Bangkok temple, and nobody gave it a second look. It was big, heavy, and covered in ugly plaster. just another old Buddha figure in a city full of them. Then one day, they tried to move it. The plaster cracked, and underneath was 5.5 tons of solid gold. The Golden Buddha at Wat Tramit is now one of Bangkok's most famous landmarks. Historians believe the gold was deliberately covered in plaster centuries ago to hide it from invaders. It worked so well that everyone forgot what was underneath. For generations, one of the most valuable statues on the planet was sitting in a temple, disguised as junk. The discovery happened in 1955. Workers were using a crane to lift the statue, and the rope slipped. The statue hit the ground, a chunk of plaster fell away, and a flash of gold appeared underneath. They spent hours carefully chipping away the rest of the shell. Layer after layer of plaster came off, and underneath was a perfect gleaming golden Buddha that had been hiding for an estimated 200 years. With that much gold, you could buy thousands of supercars. And it was just sitting there, waiting for someone to accidentally drop it, a golden treasure hiding in plain sight. But Bangkok's next secret is something you can find on literally every supermarket shelf in the world. We're not even halfway yet. Fact number 6, Red Bull was born on Bangkok's dusty roads. The original version is a Thai drink called Krating Dang. Truck drivers and manual workers in and around Bangkok used to slam it back to get through long shifts. It was cheap, sweet, uncarbonated, and completely unknown outside Thailand. The taste was nothing like the Red Bull you know today. It was thicker, sweeter, almost syrupy, but it worked. One bottle, and you could push through another 6 hours on the road. Then an Austrian businessman tried it, saw the potential, tweaked the formula, rebranded it as Red Bull, and turned it into one of the most recognizable brands in the world. The energy of Bangkok's working class, bottled, repackaged, and sold in every supermarket on Earth. The whole world drinks Bangkok's fuel without knowing it. If the fact that Red Bull started on Bangkok's dusty roads wasn't enough to earn a subscribe, I don't know what will. We're only halfway through, and the next 5 get even wilder. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. From global brands to hidden rooms, Bangkok's next secret is one most travel guides won't mention. Still with me? Good. Because these next 5 don't even sound real. Fact number 5, the rooms you don't book per night. Bangkok has a whole network of short-stay hotels that you don't book per night. You book them per session, a few hours at a time. These are love motels. You drive into a hidden garage, give a number, and disappear into a themed room. Neon pink lighting, futuristic decor, mirrors everywhere, whatever the vibe is. Some rooms have jacuzzis, some have karaoke machines, some have themes that would make a Las Vegas hotel blush. You're in, you're out, and nobody sees you arrive or leave. It's not a secret. It's not illegal. It's just part of how Bangkok works. The city has an entire hospitality industry built around privacy and discretion that operates completely in the open, yet somehow stays invisible to most tourists. Bangkok doesn't hide things. It just puts them in places you'd never think to look. Hidden rooms, hidden industries. But the next fact is about hidden money, and a lot of it, trust me, number 4 will change how you see this city. Fact number 4, millionaire city, but it's no Dubai. There are tens of thousands of millionaires living in Bangkok. Luxury condos with infinity pools on the roof, private clubs, Michelin-starred restaurants, serious, concentrated wealth. Bangkok has more dollar millionaires than most European capitals. But Bangkok doesn't look like Dubai. There is no polished skyline, no clean grid of designer boulevards. In Bangkok, a glass tower stands right next to a wooden shack on a canal that smells like yesterday. A Lamborghini sits in traffic next to a woman pushing a noodle cart. A penthouse with a private elevator overlooks a tin-roof neighborhood where laundry hangs between buildings. The money is absolutely there, but it is buried inside messy streets, chaotic markets, and an impossible tangle of power cables. Bangkok is one of the wealthiest cities in Southeast Asia, and it looks like beautiful chaos. That is not a flaw. That is the entire point. Bangkok's wealth is hidden in chaos. But its biggest market takes that chaos to a whole new level. 3 more to go, and each one is harder to believe. Fact number 3, the market that swallows you whole, Chatuchak Weekend. Market does not feel like a market. It feels like a city inside a city. Over 15,000 stalls spread across 27 acres with hundreds of narrow lanes twisting in every direction. You walk in thinking you will browse for an hour, and you come out 4 hours later, sunburned and carrying things you did not know existed. Locals navigate by section numbers and landmarks because even Google Maps struggles in this maze. First-time visitors almost always get lost. Regulars still get lost. The market is so dense and so sprawling that getting disoriented is basically part of the experience. You can buy literally anything at Chatuchak. Vintage clothes, live animals, handmade furniture, fake designer bags, rare vinyl, Thai street food, antique weapons. It is all there, crammed into a space that somehow keeps going no matter how far you walk. It is one of the largest outdoor markets in the world, and it makes every other market you have ever visited feel like a car boot sale. Bangkok's biggest market can swallow you whole. But the next fact is one that makes every tourist do a double take. You are not ready for number 2. Fact number 2, the law that makes tourists panic. Thailand has an old law that technically says you are not supposed to leave your house without wearing underwear. Nobody enforces it, nobody checks. It is one of those ancient laws that was never formally removed from the books. But somehow word got around the backpacker trail. Hostels repeat it, travel blogs mention it, TikTok videos warn about it, and now it is one of the most repeated pieces of Bangkok trivia in existence, despite being almost certainly unenforceable. Imagine standing on Khao San Road in 35-degree heat, spotting a police officer walking toward you, and suddenly remembering that rumor while you are going commando under your shorts. The momentary panic is real, even though the law has not been enforced in living memory. Bangkok does not just surprise you with what it has, it surprises you with what it technically requires. That law catches everyone off guard. But the number 1 fact? This one is genuinely unbelievable. And number 1? This changes everything. Fact number 1. The longest city name in the world. The city you know as Bangkok is not its full name. Bangkok is the short version, the nickname the world uses because the actual name is so absurdly long that almost nobody can say it. The full ceremonial name of Bangkok is the longest city name in the world. It roughly translates to City of Angels, Great City of Immortals, Magnificent City of the 9 Gems, Seat of the King, City of Royal Palaces, Home of Gods Incarnate. That is still a shortened translation. The original Thai version has over 160 characters. The name starts with Krung Thep Mahanakon Amon Ratanakosin Mahinthara Ayuthaya, and that is not even halfway through. Thai school children learn it as a kind of challenge. Most adults get through the first few words before giving up. Foreigners do not even attempt it. The entire world just calls the city Bangkok and moves on. Even Thai government documents officially shorten the name to Khairong Thep Maha Nakhon in 2022 because the full version was simply too impractical for modern use. There is something perfect about that, a city so overwhelming, so layered, so packed with history and chaos and contradictions that even its own name cannot be contained in a single breath. That is Bangkok. If this video changed the way you see Bangkok, hit subscribe. Drop a comment with the fact that shocked you the most.